So here we have the Adriano Executive Beer Chillers. As you can see, it's a bit of a rosé that's chilling in the lines at the moment. This is a dyno testing shocks. Put your shock in there. It's like, as you can, the eye to eye on this shock's pretty small, but this is also like a dyno. Get her in there. Like you got your headset, brake, racers, handlebars. That's 2023 prototype stuff. Yeah, that's the Fox truck.
All the dudes and the girls seem cool with it. When the wisdom be dropping umbrella, it's a nuisance. Not following the feeling or the instinct. Just fall in the line with the symmetry. Got a mouse with that new. Ay, don't be down, maybe too cool. Ay, lose control like voodoo. Ay, I've been chosen for that old school lost it.
It's qualifiers today for the second race here in Maribor, and the weather is definitely getting much better, but from what we've heard, the track is still super slippery.
It's definitely changed quite a bit. There's a few new sections, and then the sun's come out a bit today, which has actually, in my mind, made it harder. A lot of the routes got really polished, so it's quite slick and it's hard to judge, and there's a few routes you can't quite see, so it's going to be hard to put it all together today, but it'll be an interesting one, see who can deal with that the best, so should be good.
When you watch the track, you can kind of see it's like there's no smooth surface, so you need to grip everywhere, and then you hit these huge bomb holes, and then as it dries out, since it was pouring rain, there's going to be just massive rut lines and then holes in all the berms, so you need support and small bumps. It's kind of tricky, and you really, with the conditions changing, the riders' moods changing, 2 races back to back, I think everybody's a little bit stressed out to just go from World Champs, which is just mud fest, gnarly track, to then racing a few days later and then racing a day after that. It's just a bit much mentally probably to process.
It's hard because the track slowed down a lot today because the new sections are way slower than the old sections.
Oh.
So I don't feel like I'm getting quite as much of that because it's different sections of track now. There's a couple spots where I feel like I wanted to feel a little better is like those couple of turns where there's like long, like bumpy ruts into like kind of these compressions, keeping the bike from like kind of getting sucked down into the end of that.
Okay.
It's not like a big hit in it, it's just sort of that like, feels like it's sort of swallowing the bike up by the time you get to the point where you need to like push back out of the corner.
Okay. Does it feel like sinking in a bit, or just overall?
Like by the time you get to like the part where you need to like get out, it feels like the bike just sort of sucked up in there a bit. Like it's a, like feel like it's riding.
Does ride height feel okay for the most part, or would you like?
For the most part, but I feel like it could ride slightly higher. There's so many slippery routes and stuff, I don't want to like, kind of definitely need it to track the ground still.
What's the pressure right now?
87. Yeah, out of volume spacer.
I probably would, because rebounds, at least on fork, rebound feels pretty good. What are you gonna get? Another
one? 2. Might try for 2, but I only got an hour 15.
Let's not go crazy and we'll just try that. Let's go 1 high and 1 low open. Okay.
Yeah, because I think it's only going to get drier, rougher, and faster anyway, so...
Yeah, I mean, you remember how it went last year.
Keep going that direction if it doesn't rain anymore.
I think that'll help you kind of pop out of tight turns too, as long as it's not too quick, like when you're cresting stuff and smashing big compressions.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
We balanced it a touch with 1 click open on the low speed.
Mm-hmm. You think we should do a volume spacer or just run it like this?
I kind of want to.
To give it another run and just kind of see how it goes. Maybe.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, yeah, I'll do that and I can change if I need to.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks, bro.
See you.
Thanks, bro.
So in the rock garden, like at the end there is like 2 steps and it's like boom, boom, like
okay.
Like it's not recovering fast enough, I don't know, but it's fast. So 76 normally.
76. Okay.
I have like 8. At the beginning of the week, I was like with 78, but then my hand
just too much.
Yeah, too much. So I was like, I had to go down a little bit.
It probably went up a little bit on the run. So that was also different pumps. Can read a little bit different.
But I think he's gonna do a service after the quali. Because he didn't do anything since before Leo Gang, so.
I'm gonna close low compression 1 and open low rebound 1. A little bit slow on the small stuff.
Yeah, you put it to 7 and 7 yesterday, but I didn't really like it, so I went back to 8 and 8. Like, yeah, I can try for sure.
Good. Try.
Cheers.
The track's definitely drying, not drying, but rutting up, so there's lines in it. I think speeds are increasing, so things will change a little bit. We need some more runs to really get a picture of what's going on. I think everybody's just kind of freaking out, because normally you'd be done with racing, you kind of decompress, and now they're gearing up again to do it in kind of a quick succession of practice, quali, then race. So I think there's a little stress there.
Bonjour mon petit chou.
Mon petit chou. How are you?
It means my little cabbage.
Yeah, it does. What changed from yesterday is I had lighter tires because they're like 2.5 those, and my bike felt a little bit more sluggish, harsh, and slow into the deep, slow stuff, tech stuff. You know what I mean? Like, because it's slower, like we come in hot usually into the section.
Yeah.
So you could just come in and just slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
But then now it's like you dive and then, and I don't know if it's like the combo of like kind of heavy feel tire, so it's like feels heavy. So yeah. I know.
Fork so fast.
Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't like that. Like at the start, I was like, P8s. It looks pretty like yeah. Can we check with where it's at? Because I'm pretty sure I'm like 5 normally.
Yeah.
From yeah.
Is it 525 or
500. Like in Léger, we had that race. It was pretty rough, and they were like a cover of a ditch to go like uphill. And with the 525, it was just like not going in and not getting any speed. And when I put the 500, it just went in a little bit more, but still
would come out.
Yeah. So it seems like, I don't know, maybe
Seems really slow.
I think, I'm not sure, but maybe 9 we were at one point?
That's where it is right now.
Okay.
5.9.
Okay. And 4, can you check real quick? Like, because it came back from service this morning, and it probably is a little bit stickier. Not stickier, but like slower. But check. I'm pretty sure it's alright.
What were you at? Like 8 and 9?
Like fully open on high speed.
Yeah.
For sure. And the other one, I don't know.
Yeah. It's so fast.
It's not that fast. Like when you land, it's so deep the holes. Like if you don't have that, it just never comes up. Could it be? Yeah, it felt like pretty harsh on deep stroke, slow deep.
What's with your levers?
Fuck the rest.
I think it's the fork's still too fast. High speed. Like this stuff feels fine. But I think when you're getting in deep in the travel, it's kicking back.
Okay.
And making it harsh. But even just a little bit.
Like 2 or 1.
Are you running it like that to get the front end up, or it just feels better?
I just don't like when it's deep in the stroke.
Yeah.
Because it's deep because of those like high volume spacer quantity.
Right. Can we just slow it down a little?
Yeah.
See if you like it more.
Yeah, it's gonna not dry out, but it's
It should cut in somehow.
2?
And then shock is 5 and 9.
I'm gonna ask Pierre, maybe we count something wrong.
Okay. And it's my 5. I don't know.
Yeah, but it wasn't 4.
4.
Okay.
4, 7.
Yeah. That sounds not right.
Sounds really slow. Then it would just kind of.
It just felt like, yeah, obviously like too slow of a rebound. Just when you go deep, you want, yeah, and it would just, okay, half pedal. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? Yes? He's been kind of absent. Even at Worlds, quiet. Fork super fast, shock super slow. Nobody knows how it got there. So now fork's a little slower, shock's a little faster. So we're hoping to carry over from yesterday where I think we won everything. Ocean won junior men, Marion won women, and Loris won men's. While it's really nice to win, it's almost more pressure because you want to win again. And going from winning to losing sucks, but going from losing to winning is pretty awesome. Now I just don't want to not win.
So we're closing in on the end of what has felt like a marathon of races over the last couple weeks. I'm stoked to see how things unfold tomorrow, and then we'll already be starting to make our way towards Lusa. So thanks as always for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.